after Friday night, there must be at least a sense, even though you went down in the game this afternoon, there must be a sense of relief that the response came from your team this afternoon.
For sure, yeah, for sure. I tip my hat off to my team for coming back and having so much resilience and fight in them today. They gave a great effort on both ends of the floor, just a little bit unlucky.
And within that, for Davo to play the way he did today, especially for Indigenous Round as well, we always know that players do make that step up, particularly for that kind of game, but that must have been really pleasing to see the way that he played this afternoon, and he really led it from the tip-off today, didn't he?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what round it is. That's how Davo plays. It doesn't mean if it's Indigenous or not. He leaves it out on the court just like everybody else. He played an exceptional game. I know he's going to be on himself a little bit about the last 2 free throws, but it should never have came to that. But just happy that he's back out there healthy, trying to find a way to mix it in with the guys.
Justin, are you a little bit surprised as how good he was today? Because usually when you're coming back, you need a little bit to find your game rhythm, and the game's a little bit faster. It seemed like today he was able, they were going under ball screens, he's able to get to base a rim and had a good rhythm from him very early. Does that surprise you? Did he look like that in training?
Not really, yeah. He's been working himself back into shape. He's a competitor. He's been looking like that the last week, the way he's recovering defensively and how he's just trying to get the guys have a competitive edge. So I was really happy with what he did.
At halftime, it looked like there was a bit of a spark from your team. You went on I think it was about 12 points in a row or something like that, and you just looked like you couldn't miss out of halftime. What was said at halftime to be able to elicit that response?
It was a tie game, so we was happy how we played, kept guys making difficult shots on Adelaide's side. We didn't expect to go a whole 10 minutes without them fouling, but we came out pretty hot, and we just tried to be the aggressor. But they withstand it and came back and found a way to win the game.
So after last game, it was a pretty crushing defeat. What mentality do you try and enlist in your players to come have a cracking comeback game like you did tonight?
I mean, the mentality is that you represent the name that's across your jersey, which is the Illawarra Hawks, but you play for the name on your back of your jersey. And I think everybody did not play up to the expectations that they represent their name. And so I reminded those guys, hey, you have another chance. We play in 48 hours. Come back and represent not just the organization, but your family as well. So just by giving a better effort, and I'm proud of how they did that today.
How's QJ settling in at the moment? A couple of games in now, sort of starting to get an idea of where he might fit in your rotations?
Yeah, he's working his way in, trying to understand the speed of the game and, with our guys. So I think he did a solid job. Just trying to find a way to where he gets his shots at. I just think that's reps when they keep getting full weeks of practice and a couple games up under his belt.
How many sessions have you actually had on court have you practiced so far?
3.
Chris with his hand up there.
Yeah, Justin, feels like a little bit of an ongoing trend when you come to Adelaide. We've talked about this before, where it's a very hard place to get a whistle for a reason. If you have a look at the numbers, it's the biggest difference in the game, the foul shots attempted, and especially for JaVale to only take 1 foul shot for the entire game. Any thoughts?
Man, you see it. You said it right. It's very tough to get a whistle, consistent whistle. I'm guessing they're doing the best job that they can. At the end of the day, we just got to play through it. JaVale freedom of movement is not available out there. You got guys face guard them and just not even paying attention to the game and just kind of keep hands on them. So that's difficult to kind of understand from a coach's aspect. But, we know where we're at. We know how the league protects Bryce, and which understandable. He is, he's a really talented player. So we just got to fight through adversity, and we did a pretty good job today.
It is hard to imagine as a guy who's 7 foot when he's been guarded by a guy 3 or 4 or 5 inches shorter than him doesn't get fouled more often. And it's not just this game. We saw it earlier today where John Brown did very similar things where he got away with it a lot against Joe Luala-Chula as well.
Well, we bring it to attention and send clips, maybe the league will get an understanding of what we're talking about as live action. But until then, we just have to tell JaVale, and, I guess the other guys on the other team have to figure it out. But, it's just an unfortunate situation where, guys cannot have freedom of movement to get to their spots and, when people are not really playing actual defense. So, but, once again, it's not me complaining or worrying about it. We got to get better as a group and find a way to win games.
Unfortunately, you lost Jonah early in the game. Do you have any update on what he's done?
What I heard briefly was maybe, a strain around the groin area. We'll get him a scan this week, and hopefully that, he gets recovery soon and get back in the lineup.
How are you feeling now going back home Wednesday to play Melbourne for the first time this season? And like you touched on Friday, next time you play at home, you'll be much better than you were on Friday night, so I'm sure you're looking forward to that chance.
For sure. I mean, it's a short turnaround. I like how we having games every couple of days. So, if you win, you want to find a way to keep winning. If you lose, you want to find a way to win. So you don't want to you use the whole week to prepare and harp on what you didn't and didn't do. So I'm pretty confident going into the snake pit this week and playing the best team in the league right now.
Thanks, JT.
Good.
So Ronnie and Daniel were like kind of the two people had the Bryce Cotton assignment. What do you make of their effort today's game?
Unbelievable. I mean, they did a great job. I mean, Bryce didn't have it easy. I mean, he shot 14 plus free throws. And then he scored 14 free throws, scored 24 points. So take half of those free throws away, and then see what they, where is the scoring at. But DG and Swag did an unbelievable job. And the guys did a great job stepping up on the screens and helping them as well. So once again, it's just foul discipline on things here and there. Sometimes we try to go for the home run play late, and we didn't need to. But at the day, DG and Swap, they were pretty solid.
Does a game like tonight, where you keep it close to a very competitive team at the top of the table like Adelaide, bring confidence in your squad going forward in the season?
I mean, it was just the way we came out and played. If my team plays like this every game from now on with a full, healthy roster, we can beat anybody. It's just that when we didn't give effort like we did a couple nights ago, that it was a disappointment. So I'm very happy for the effort that my guys gave, and hopefully they will give this from for the rest of the season.
We have questions online.